What is Shopify and how does it work? Shopify might be one of the best known brands in the e-commerce world, but not everyone knows what this tool is or how it works. In simple terms, Shopify is a software that you pay for using the SaaS model, or in other words, you need to subscribe for the service. Usually, if you pay for a year's worth of support at once, you will benefit from a slightly reduced price. With Shopify, e-commerce business owners and merchants can create a website and use an inbuilt shopping cart solution to sell both digital and physical products to customers around the world. Shopify even offers a system that allows customers to quickly and easily manage things like shipping requirements and inventory tracking. Using Shopify, you can get access to a state-of-the-art admin panel where you can see the products you have to sell, write descriptions, process orders, and so much more. How to create your own Shopify store within 15 minutes. It is no secret that Shopify is a great e-commerce platform. It used to be that setting up an e-commerce store took a lot of hours as well as a lot of know-how. Today, however, that has changed and setting up an online store only takes a few minutes. With a few mouse clicks and a little typing, you can set up your own online store on the web. The first stage of setting up your Shopify store is also the easiest. All you need to do is sign up for an account. Navigate to the Shopify website and click on the Get Started button. Fill in your desired email address, password, and store name. Remember, you are going to need to choose a unique name for your store. Otherwise, Shopify won't allow you to purchase the domain. After you click Next, tell Shopify about yourself by specifying how much you plan to sell, and if you are already selling, click on the Enter My Store button when complete. It will then ask you if you'd like to make a brick-and-mortar store or an online shop. For this tutorial, we're only going to make an online shop, so select that option and click Next. The following page asks you to fill in personal information such as your name, address, and phone number, all of which is used to configure currencies and tax rates. Step 2. Add a product to your Shopify store. Once you are properly signed up with Shopify, the software will take you directly to the admin screen for your new website. Here is where you will be able to start customizing your store and uploading products for your customers to browse through. When going to your Shopify backend, it outlines a nice step-by-step process on how to completely set up your shop. The first button asks you to add a product, so you should click on that first. The Add Product page is similar to something you would see on WordPress. You can fill in details like a title, description, price, and vendor. Feel free to complete however much of the product page you'd like. Just make sure you save the product at the end. Remember, the images connected to your product can make or break your chances of a sale. So it makes sense to choose images that will appeal to your target audience. Don't make the mistakes of overlooking the importance of your website visuals. Another thing to keep in mind is that you can set up collections or groups of products according to your individual needs too. For instance, if you were a clothing website, you would be able to set up a page that was specifically for men's clothing or specifically for shoes and accessories. With Shopify, you can arrange for the same products to show up in a number of different collections. making it easier than ever for your customers to find the items that they need. When you do add a collection to your store, you'll be able to select how products should be added to it. For instance, you can have products that met with a certain criteria automatically added to your store. Step 3. Customize the look of your site. Go back to the main dashboard and select the Customize the look of your site button. This area asks you to customize anything from logos to colors. This takes a bit of tinkering, but the main part of you want to focus on is the link that asks you to visit the theme store. Here you can browse through the hundreds of themes in Shopify to make your site look awesome. While free themes are great, premium themes can be very appealing too. Premium themes will come with extra modification, so if you want to dive down into the very smallest details of how your website looks, then it might be a good idea to pay a little extra for a professional theme. You will also find that you can make a lot of adjustments to how your site looks and performs if you access the CSS and HTML aspects of the theme. If you don't have a coding expert in-house, you can always check out the Shopify experts page for some extra help. There are plenty of Shopify experts that specialize in product description, Shopify themes, email marketing, and a lot more. You can tap into the Shopify experts community for almost anything. Some of the things you'll be able to change about your Shopify themes are fonts, color schemes, items that appear on the page, related item functionality, homepage carousel slides, and logos. Step 4. Set up your domain. After you choose your template and design your website to your liking, it's time to select a domain to make your site official and make it live. Go back to the dashboard and click on the spot that asks to add a domain. This asks you whether you want to transfer a domain or register a new one. Choose the domain you like and walk through the steps to make the purchase. You will also need to specify which Shopify payment play you'd like to go with. Remember, you can either purchase a domain from Shopify and have it added directly to your store, or you can buy your domain name elsewhere and add it into Shopify. It's totally up to you. You will need to update your DNS records if you are uploading an existing name, however. Upon activation, you can then go to that particular domain and save your website. While you are in the main area of your Shopify website, make sure that the following information is complete. General. Keep all of your information filled in the setting area, including your billing information and legal details. Taxes. Ensure that you've got the box next to charges taxes in the variant section of your website. Click to help with your accounting. Shipping. You will need to click on the require shipping options next to product, so you know which products need an extra price, adding for postage and packaging. Remember to select either a way-based shipping specification or choose something that helps you sell as many products as possible. You can also test your order system before you jump into selling online by going to the admin section of Shopify, clicking on settings, and going to your payment settings. From the payment area, deactivate it before you continue. Then select a credit card gateway to test. You can click BOGO's gateway for testing and then place an order. just as if you were a normal customer. Step 5. Activate your payment processor. Click on the tab to the left of the dashboard called Payments. This area allows you to select from dozens of payment processors such as Stripe and Authorized.net. Shopify also has its own payment processor, which is super easy to implement. Simply walk through the steps to activate your payment processor. This allows you to accept payments and put those payments in an account. Payment gateways are some of the most important things you will need to consider when you are building the ultimate Shopify store. Remember, the gateway that's right for you will depend on a lot of different things, including the transaction fees. Most payment gateways will charge you a small fee every time someone purchases something on your website. Make sure that you go for the gateway that gives you the lowest possible price. Card types. It's important to select a payment gateway that accepts a wide variety of card types and other payment options, including things like PayPal and Stripe. Off-site checkout. Some payment gateways will take the payment process away from your website and into their own server using a form. This payment gateway strategy can be slightly more secure, but it's also a bit of a pain for customers. Well, after all is said and done, you can click on the launch website button to make the store live. Now, congratulations! You now have a fully functional Shopify online store.